As the wife of Nigerian President Aisha Buhari returns to Nigeria from the UAE for medical treatment, she called on those involved to improve the health situation in Nigeria so that people do not have to flee to other countries at any time. But it is a matter that has not satisfied Nigerians for some years, as they have started slashing Aisha Buhari. And she tweeted in a post, she says, "I want to use this opportunity to thank all Nigerians for their prayers and well wishes while I was away for medical treatment. I am well now and fully recovered and had since returned back home, Nigeria." On her way back, the Nigerian Air Force flight encountered a violent glare air turbulence, which was navigated safely and professionally by the captain and crew of the flight. I want to commend and appreciate the courage and professionalism of the captain and his crew, the wonderful gallant servicemen and women of the entire Nigerian Air Force for their dedication to duty and the quality of maintenance of its fleet. I recall hosting the private healthcare providers earlier in the year, and we had a very productive engagement where the issue of building the capacity of Nigeria health sector was the major focus, and funding was discovered to be the major challenge. I therefore call on the healthcare providers to take the advantage of the federal government's initiative through the Central Bank in Nigeria (CBN) guidelines for the operation of 100 billion naira credit support for the healthcare sector, as was released recently, contained in a circular dated March 25th, 2020 to the commercial banks. This will no doubt help in building and expanding the capacity of the Nigerian health sector and ultimately reduce medical trips and tourism outside the country. Once again, I thank all frontline workers and all Nigerians for their steadfast as we navigate the challenges facing the entire world. Aisha Muhammad Buhari, First Lady, Federal Republic of Nigeria, August 22nd, 2020. So, she has confirmed that she was sick. She has confirmed that she traveled abroad. She's confirmed that their plane nearly crashed, because that was what we heard yesterday. So all of these are true. Meanwhile, the federal government, the presidency or whatever, came out and said, "Oh, not that. Oh, she just went this and she's fine. She's hale and hearty. Nothing happened." But people say, "But she traveled." There has been lockdown on mostly international airports. At the international airport, no flight should come in, no flight should go out unless essential, whatever. But we understand that right from the day all the international airports were locked, people are the so-called elites, the so-called politicians, the so-called who is who, have been going back and forth. So it has never been closed for them. Now again, this same issue that we've been talking about, the husband has spent 4 years, and almost that 4 years, maybe almost half of the year, he was in the UK, yet they could not do anything. Even when she came out and complained about the health sector, the Asu Villa Hospital, she cried, she said many things. They didn't take into cognizance of that issue at that time. The man, there's something I've always been saying, and I've always said that if it is only the health sector that the president will even look at and do, maybe declare state of emergency concerning that sector, if it is only that he will be able to do in his tenure, it would have been better that nobody, even outsiders, will be coming to the country for treatment. If it is only that one, it would have been better, but he never cared. For somebody who cared, you know how much they wasted, the taxpayers' money they wasted, and the same people were telling us about change. The same people were telling us how the former administration were not prudent, and see the amount of money this man was spending, and they even packed our jet or whatever, our plane, in one of the airports in London, and we were paying on a daily basis until when Nigerians raised alarm. Some concerned Nigerians raised alarm before they removed that plane from there. Since the man was in hospital, then why packing it? Why didn't they bring it back? And they were wasting money. And he came back, and this man did not even say anything about this our health sector. And they've been going in and out, of the country for treatment. It is shameful that at this period of the time, at this period in time, the president's wife, they have the effrontery to even travel out of the country to go and get treatment. And she's still coming back to tell us. Do you know she went last year? She went to the UK last year around August when they were talking about maybe an alleged wife that the husband wanted to marry, and she rushed down to Nigeria and she still went for medical care. What is wrong with these people? What is it that the people are doing there that we cannot do here, that our doctors cannot handle? Which equipment are they using in that place that they cannot buy and bring to Nigeria? Does it mean we don't have the money to buy any form of equipment? Does it mean we don't have the capacity? Is it not our doctors that just left during this coronavirus that UK took them to their country? Are they not the same Nigerians that will go and work in the UK? She will still come back to the UK and meet the same set of doctors, Nigerian doctors. So tell me, if it is the equipment that we are lacking in this country, does it mean the country does not have the money to bring those equipment back to Nigeria? So you see that they just feel like, because they don't work for it, because somebody who has worked, really worked, you sweat and worked for your money, you can't even afford it. But because they are going to still put the bills on the taxpayers, those who are selling akara, those who are selling fish, all this little money they contribute or they pay for their own, they call it their space, because any space you are occupying, whether in a remote area or whatever, you are going to pay, because they're going to pay to all those agberos. They call them agberos, and they have to deliver it to the local government. From the local government, is that not what they use in feeding themselves? The sweat of Nigerians, taxpayers' money, you guys will just go and lavish it. They will come and sing the same rhetorics. They will say it over and over again. Nothing will happen. The last time she raised that alarm that no even single paracetamol was found in Aso Villa Hospital, and yet billions of naira was budgeted for that project. Since then, nothing happened. They didn't do anything. And she has the effrontery to be telling us, thank you, this and this and that. Can you see how these people are really, spitting on our face? It's very, very shameful. At this age and time, even in this Koro era, you still have the effrontery to travel to another person's country. You are not saying that you are talking to. Who are you talking to? Are you not people in government? Is your husband not there? We don't even care whether you guys have a pillow talk or whatever. It is none of our business. Why can't you talk to your husband? Must he be talked to? Must he be reminded of what the things that are needed to be done? These people don't. I just believe that they don't have shame. They don't have shame and they don't have conscience. At this age and time, when they did not even allow a lot of people to go out because of the lockdown, but these people, they have the opportunity to do and undo. It's none of their business. They don't even care. It's still coming back to be. It's enough for Nigerians to be angry. It's really enough for Nigerians to be angry. Thanking who? Who are you thanking? Who are you thanking? Well, someone says, though this shouldn't be news to us. Since you know, why not tell your husband? Directly do a pillow talk with your husband on that. Now, he has the 100% power to do it for Nigerians. Why telling the public? I don't just understand. Tell your husband, our president, to improve our healthcare. He has the power to do so. It is good for us to improve our healthcare system. Good one. It is good. Okay, this is hypocrisy of the highest order, madam. How does this concern public? Why your husband is the president of Nigeria? Tell him to do something about the health sector. What are you talking about? Good advice. Make sure you tell your husband in the other room. He will implement it without delay. Yes, it is, but who has the power to ensure hospitals are well built and well equipped? What the first lady said is good and the right steps to take, as we all know, but how to go about it is having the vision of what we want that particular sector to look like in the next 1 to 3 4 years. Is the one they don't care. They will tell you that he loved Nigerians. If you love Nigerians, you were in the UK for God knows how long, yet you came back. It never bothered you. You never talked anything about it. God will help all of them. So guys, let's have your take and let's know what you think about what this woman is telling Nigerians.